San Luis Creek. Colleen loved the bird ranch, and she would come out here and she'd refer to it as Nature's Symphony. When Scott called me and asked if they could do the memorial service out here, I said, "Can you wait about a month?" And he said, "No, Dad wants closure." And I know Jerry, so I didn't argue. We all know Jerry. And anyway, we had about 5 days to get things ready. Some of you have asked about the bird ranch. This was a Danish chicken and dairy farm when I was growing up. This is where our family bought eggs and fryers. The Peterson family ran it. They were a Danish family. And she was the Avon lady here on the west side. And in 1906, this was the first property to get electricity on the west side of Merced County. And from 1906 to now, we just got the first upgrade with PG&E. And anyway, our plans are to make this kind of a European farm stay, pumpkin farm, kids camp, and place for weddings and memorial services and those kinds of things. And hopefully it'll be a great addition to the west side of the county and the community. But today's not about all of that. Today's about old Las Banas, this great family, which we go back a long way with. Jerry's dad, Virgil, was my dentist, and I can't even begin to tell you in the days before Novocaine how much pain he inflicted on me. I think there was something like 87 cavities. We didn't have fluoride in those days. But they've been great family friends for many, many years. And when Scott called, we wanted to make all this available. So, my job is to welcome all of you, tell you a little about the history here. And I heard earlier this morning from Congressman Jim Costa, who will be putting in a memorial resolution that will be read into the congressional record in honor of Colleen and all she's done for this area. Colleen was a damn girl. And for those of us in Las Banas that lived through that transition when we all went to double sessions, we know what it means to be a damn girl. And she came here and what a great gift to our community. And she and Jerry fell in love and raised their family here. And a little later, I'll tell you more about her origins in Oklahoma and some interesting synergies around that. We also heard from Adam Gray, our great assemblyman for this area. Adam will adjourn the assembly tomorrow in Colleen's memory. And Jim is back in Washington. Adam is in Sacramento. They're busy with committee hearings today. Regret that they can't be here, but wanted to extend their condolences to the Menifee family and hellos to everybody here. We do have one politician locally, 36 years, a music teacher, and just one, I think 14 years on the Las Banas City Council, and just won the closest mayoral race in Las Banas history. Our friend, the mayor of Las Banas, Tom Faria. Tom?
Thank you for that kind introduction, Rusty. I've worked in the school district for 36 years, and Colleen was on the school board for many of those years. She was a huge supporter of every aspect of the schools, the academics, and of course, as a music teacher, we benefited greatly from her influence and her support as our programs grew. When I first got to Las Banas, we had just the band programs, and that was the product of the Prop 13 cuts. And so with Gary Wilburn, I worked to expand the music again, and now at both our high schools, we have piano labs and guitar we have choir, and we have band, we have percussion, we have winter guard. Our junior highs, of course, have band and choir and guitar, and our elementary schools continue to have band, and I get out to the sixth graders to sing with them. So she was a huge part of that expansion and support. Her involvement in the community, you couldn't go to any public function without seeing Colleen, and she just gave of her time. We also had the benefit. My daughter worked for Colleen and Jerry for a year or two there at the clinic, and she had a wonderful experience there with these beautiful people. And so I will be asked that a proclamation be printed up, and I will read it now in her honor. Whereas Colleen Menifee was born in Muskogee, Oklahoma in 1945 and came to Los Banos her senior year of high school. Whereas Colleen Menifee served on various organizations, boards, and commissions, including the Los Banos Arts Council, Friends of the Los Banos Library, the Westside Community Foundation, Rotary International, California Women for Agriculture, City of Los Banos Tree Commission, school parent clubs. She was a Girl Scout leader and was a board member on the Los Banos Unified School District from 1987 to 2013. And whereas, in addition to serving on these various boards and commissions, Colleen Menifee was instrumental in effecting events and programs that directly supported our community, such as the Empty Bowls program. And whereas Colleen Menifee truly cared about the well-being of all and lived by the slogan, "Because she cares." And whereas Colleen Menifee's genuine nature and obvious compassion for others leaves a permanent mark on our community, she will be truly missed. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the mayor and city council members of the city of Los Banos do hereby memorialize and celebrate the life of Colleen Menifee and express gratitude for her many contributions during her lifetime. Thank you so much, Colleen. Jerry.